Hello, and welcome back, subscribers and new viewers, to another Sunday Speed Paint. Today, I'm revisiting my Webtoons comic, Twilight of Serpents, a comic that has been put on hold while I prioritize the Dawn of Gales comic because it is very difficult to work on two comics at once, as well as all of the other things that I have going on. But you're welcome to read the 7 pages that are already available, and Dangel is a character that I had created way back in 2018, around the time of October for Inktober. I created a bunch of demons and angels, even made a fun animation meme to show off Dangel, and was going to flesh out more of the story where Dangel didn't have a place to belong with the angels or the demons, but it needed more. So I created the underworld, the celestial heavens, the earthly area that Dangel walks on, the serpent, and the eternal, being Satan and God. Then you had the 7 virtues and sins that are the highest powers of the angels and demons, and they go around collecting cores, which are souls, but then you have a consequence on the earthly area, which is these psyche. They are a skull and flesh that form as a sort of way for the body to kind of live on, but because it doesn't have the cores end up getting collected, or, in the rare case of Dangel bumping into a fire core, they become a reformed core. And these are not what they looked like in life. They're not meant to be like a ghostly embodiment of them, and you may notice that there is no direct mention of humans or even anthros in this because I do not have any set kind of earth for this. It is pretty much just more of my artistic representation of the characters in different ways for fun. I didn't want it to be straight up Earth in a modern or even past setting. It's more like an apocalypse that has ruined remains that Dangel wanders about and bumps into various cores and other creatures. In the beginning of this story, Dangel doesn't realize that the Reaper, which is what he runs into in the cave, is not after him, it's after the core. It's doing its job, and it will happily fight off angels and demons that try to interfere and try to send a core to the wrong place. It's kind of like a judgment call, except there is no side choosing for it. It's not in favor of souls going to the celestial area or the underworld. It's just doing its job, and will happily reform itself as many times as it needs to complete the job, but there are also multiple of them, but you wouldn't see a dozen Reapers in the same vicinity. It's, this is gonna sound really cheesy, but it's sort of like having a mailman in a specific postcode or area code doing their job, collecting them, and sending them to their respective areas. And with each of the demons and angels, they're sort of setting up for different levels of hierarchy, all the way up until you get to, of course, the serpent and the eternal, which are the highest of each of them, but they don't touch the cores. They are just kind of overseers of specific things, but they have their own tasks that they do, which I haven't fully gone over all of this, even in my notes, but the whole point of the 7 virtues and the 7 sins is they are the strongest of each of the angels and demons in their respective domains. The demons absorb them, and kind of sort of like a system of domino effect, where each of them that absorbs them gains powers from them, but it's not like Dangel. They don't get these physical outer attributes. It's more like they gain more strength, level up, experience. But I know you're probably getting the image in your mind for the 7 sins being amalgamations, but no, they are not like Kevin 11 from Ben 10. They don't magically get all kinds of funky outer appearances. It's more internal, but they end up taking on such a large shape. So for example, Gluttony and Sloth are probably going to be absolutely gigantic because they both wind up hoarding cores to different levels. So a giant big old blobby slug maybe for Sloth. I haven't come up with the concepts, but it is something for a future video if you are interested in seeing that. On the other hand, you have the angels, which use the cores as more of putting them up on pedestals for eternity, and use the powers more like siphoning a battery that never runs out, and it's also more like a collecting an army as a warning because they already sort of use their celestial and angel powers, but they have it just in case. With Dangel and the cores being reformed, it's still a mystery to them, and as Dangel goes through their journey trying to find answers of what's going on, they have to face off against the Psyche, the Reaper, and various angels and demons trying to interfere. But that's all I have for today's video. If you found this interesting and you like the artwork, Don't forget to leave some comments down below. I'd be happy to hear your thoughts, and don't forget to share to friends and help me reach a wider audience and algorithm, as YouTube is very silly with that. And of course, there will be future videos covering the 7 sins designs, the virtues, and various cores for future art videos. So if that sounds interesting to you, stick around, and thank you so very much for watching. Stay possum, but before you go, I'd like to give a huge thank you to my wonderful patrons, including Frankie Jr. 13. Hold it right there, don't click off this video just yet. Why not check out some playlists of my videos while you wait for the next upload, and if you'd like to support my works and see more, click that link card down below. Patreon exclusive rewards for the Fennec Fox tier includes access to secret artwork, Arctic Foxes get shoutouts at the end of my videos, and early access to art and videos. Red Foxes have the opportunity to be featured when I need background characters, or a commission instead. Subscribe for free if you have not already to join the Subscribblers squad, and tag me in some of that artwork, and I'll share it in the Subscribblers gallery. Stay possum, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.